What does it take to, instantly turn a massive professional-grade camera signal into a lightweight stream that can fly across a standard computer network?
Yeah, that is the big question.
Right. So welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at the unsung hero of live broadcasting, which is the Vitec, formerly Exterity AVSTR E3750 encoder.
It's a highly specialized piece of gear for sure.
Exactly. Our mission today is to decode this spec sheet to see how it bridges traditional broadcast video with modern IP networks and, why that matters to you if you are managing the back end of video distribution.
Because it takes some serious computational heavy lifting. I mean, this encoder sits right at the border between two very different technological worlds.
Right.
You have SDI video coming in, which is carrying raw, uncompressed video. Every single pixel is pushed down that cable in real time.
Which usually requires those incredibly thick, expensive broadcast cables, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. It's taking that massive stream of raw data and compressing it into H.264 on the fly.
Unbelievably fast, yeah.
Yeah. It's essentially taking a 1,000-page physical encyclopedia and instantly turning it into a highly searchable, compressed PDF. It creates a lightweight dialect your standard computer network can effortlessly carry.
I love that analogy. And what's fascinating here is the mechanism behind how it distributes that data.
Oh, right, the multicast support.
Yeah, because it supports IP multicast.
Mm.
The encoder isn't exhausting its own CPU to send 10,000 individual video feeds to 10,000 different screens.
It just sends out the one feed.
Right, just one feed.
Yeah.
The network routers then duplicate that feed at the edges. It's the ultimate delegation.
So large-scale operations can just use the IT infrastructure they already built for emails and spreadsheets to handle pristine broadcast video.
Exactly.
So it's performing this intense compression and delegation flawlessly. But you can't just leave a critical piece of hardware like that sitting loose on a desk.
No, definitely not.
Because if a power cord gets bumped mid-broadcast, you lose the whole network. That is where the physical design comes in.
Right. Looking at the specs, this isn't just a standalone box.
No, it requires a dedicated chassis with its own built-in power supply, and it uses these hot swappable blades. But wait, hold on. If it needs an entire dedicated chassis system, isn't that a massive headache?
Right.
Why not just buy a simple plug-and-play box you can mount in a rack? Committing to a whole proprietary ecosystem feels like overkill to me.
It might seem like overkill until you're in the middle of a live 24/7 operation.
Oh, fair point.
This raises an important question about enterprise versus consumer design. I mean, if a standalone box fails, your video feed is dead until you physically unrack it, unplug everything, and wire in a replacement.
Right, which takes time.
But with a hot swappable blade system, you can just pull out a single faulty encoder and slide a new one right into the chassis.
Without shutting down the entire video network or even
Yeah.
cycling the power, right?
Exactly. It guarantees zero downtime for the rest of your streams.
Okay, that makes total sense for a high-stakes server room.
Yeah.
And speaking of keeping things moving, how does it actually connect to the outside world without becoming a bottleneck?
Well, the spec sheet lists standard BNC inputs and SFP ports.
Though, quick side note for anyone buying one, the SFP module itself isn't actually in the box.
Right, yeah.
The vendor tells you to call their 833 Wolfpack support line to spec the right one for your specific fiber or copper setup.
A good catch.
But wait, here's where it gets really interesting. The SFP output creates what they call loop-through functionality.
Yeah, it's doing two things at once.
It really is acting as a smart relay, not just a dead end.
Right. Instead of swallowing the video signal just to encode it, the loop-through passes a pristine, uncompressed copy further down the line.
To like a local monitor or another production switcher.
Yeah, while simultaneously doing the H.264 network encoding in the background.
Wow. It really is the ultimate team player.
It is. And if we connect this to the bigger picture of enterprise management, the control side is just as slick.
Because of the SNMP integration.
Exactly. It hooks right into SNMP, so your IT team can monitor the blade's temperature, check its status, manage network traffic, all right alongside your regular servers.
Which means they can do all of this completely remotely without ever having to step foot in the actual server room.
Totally.
So to sum it all up, the Vitec AVSTR-E3750 isn't just some basic video converter.
Not at all.
It's a modular, hot swappable workhorse. It seamlessly translates heavy, professional SPI video onto standard IP networks without dropping a frame or disrupting the IT ecosystem.
It perfectly illustrates how modern broadcasting relies on rock-solid IT infrastructure, just as much as camera gear.
Yeah. But, we've spent all this time talking about how heavily engineered this device is for absolute reliability. AVSTR-E3750, which makes a specific detail in the spec sheet really stand out to me.
Oh, what's that?
Well, the source material heavily promotes massive directories of 4K and 8K HDMI equipment sold by this same vendor, yet this highly specialized professional encoder explicitly maxes out at a resolution of 1080p at 60 Hz.
Huh, right.
So as the consumer world races toward 8K displays in every living room, why might rock-solid 1080p infrastructure still be the gold standard for certain live, network-based broadcasting environments?
That is a great point.
It's definitely something for you to ponder the next time you marvel at a flawless live stream.